Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Loren. Nah.
You know what time it is? It's your boy Toby, and this is Fresh on the Boat Show. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do that right now. Subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends. So we discussed Jess Hilarious crashing out on the internet after what Corey Holcomb said about her, right? If you want to see my opinion on that, it's right here. You know, you should go check it out. So I was surprised, like I said before, that I didn't expect her to crash out like that, especially what happened between Angela Yee and the other co-hosts. But then, to their credit, they now decided to tackle the conversation head-on air, on the radio show. You get what I'm saying? And first of all, it was between her, Charlamagne the God, and DJ Envy. And then she now confronted Loren. Let's check it out.
No, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all, like
what
we
part?
Really.
What you mean we don't have your back?
I have more.
Break that down. Explain how we don't have your back.
Okay, all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Loren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back, because we had a whole plan, even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me, right? I come back, she ain't never leave. Then, all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because
the question that I keep on asking is, you're not fond of her, but you're claiming that you're the one that picked her to take your place while you are on maternity leave. That doesn't make sense. Why are you picking someone who you're not fond of, and the person is very good at her job, right? And you are clearly feeling a type of way because you think that the person is very good at their job and the person is taking your shine. You are setting yourself up to lose, man, in my opinion. But let's continue.
Nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started
So
reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Who said that though? Because the internet said that?
What are we talking about? No.
That was a great point that she raised, right? Because I felt the same way, exactly the same way, right? I think that Loren, very good at her job. She does the research. She does the reporting. I wasn't surprised when they said that she came from TMZ. I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know, because she always, quotes her sources and all that. Like, we saw it when she did the breakdown of the whole Jay-Z case, right? And I was like, wow. Like, she's really good, right? I think that Jess was picked out because she was just hilarious, right? But this is the thing that comedians always say, that, when you see comedians do the 30 seconds, 1 minute skit like she does on her TikTok and on her Instagram, it's so different when you now have to do like a long form content. For example, being on the radio show. At some point, you will get exposed a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And I think in her case, it's not only academics. It's not only Corey. Go through the comments. They kill her in the comments and everything. You get what I'm saying? But then my thing is, she has something to say about other people. She's a sharpshooter, straight shooter and everything. Bro, you gotta be able to take it. You have to be able to take it. You get what I'm saying? You're a comedian at the end of the day. You got to take these jokes. So I'm surprised seeing her almost crying and saying that no one is having a bad. Nah, babe. You get me? Like, you're shooting at other people. You got to be able to take it and then work on your craft and everything. You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments, and these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yes, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's like, what's going on? If she's going to be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice on my segment?
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was going to be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Loren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought you was.
Am I lying? She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Loren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was going to happen. And when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would make her want to think I want to talk about that?
Y'all talk off air, though, right?
So, yeah. We started talking off air.
But I'm saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here.
They definitely wanted her on air because they can see the comments. You get what I'm saying? Like, all those people, they read the comments and they understand that people like the girl being on air because of the type of job that she does. I just feel like from hearing them talk, communication was the problem. Planning, strategizing is the problem. You get what I'm saying? Because she's thinking something else, this person is thinking something else, Charlamagne is thinking something else, and everything just all over the place and everything. I personally think that she should play the same role as Charlamagne does. Be the funny girl, he's the funny guy. You guys go back and forth, banter, whatever the case is, right? DJ Envy does what DJ Envy does, right? But when it comes to some topic, I'm sorry, Loren should take charge when it comes to those sort of topics in there. You get what I mean? The same way the other girl, she takes charge of the political topics, Loren should take charge when it comes to some of these ones. And then you just do what you gotta do. You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Here, there's a place for Loren in the show. All right, cool. If there's a place for her on the show,
you wanted her here too,
let's do it another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Jess with the Mess to the Loren.
That was eventually. Okay. Even when it came down to it still being called Jess with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Jess with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Loren with the latest or Loren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, change that. Take that Just with the Mess off of there. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Just with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Could I ask a question?
You know what I'm saying? Yes, she's more of a reporter. She's journalism.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
I'm joking. And it's not a do-rag, it's a silk scarf, nigga. But it's not. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke,
okay?
but it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark. Because it's not. I am actually. You're my baseball bet.
No, it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
you're not a villain. Who said you're a villain?
Yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves.
The pressure got too high, boy. The pressure got too hard. You go and say she couldn't take it no more. She broke. So they were having this conversation. After this conversation, then I brought in Loren. And when I kind of watched the whole thing, I'm like thinking, you know what? This shit is down. This shit is dead in the water, man. You know what I'm saying? I just think the energy is a bit awkward. I don't care how they try to make it up or whatever the case is. Nah. But let's check out the video of her and Loren going back and forth. To blame the internet, pitting them against each other and everything, I think this is deeper than the internet. I just feel that Jess is feeling a bit insecure, right? She feels that Loren is better at the job than she is, right? And then, you know, she's feeling, hey, I gave this girl the opportunity, like she said. And then Loren is taking the job from her. Now, the internet is confirming her biases, right? But I also think it's because of the energy that she's giving to the internet with the people that she's beefing with. And the people that you're beefing with, I'm sorry, they also have their own platforms, right? And all they need to do is to keep on driving a narrative, driving it home. And at some point, the walls are going to crack. And once they crack, you're food. I think she's food right now. I think that Jess is food right now. I swear it down. Personally, I'll be surprised if this works. I'll be surprised if this whole thing works. Somebody will have to work at this time. You get what I mean? Someone will have to walk away at this point. You get what I'm saying? Because the way she went online yesterday, I was even surprised that they actually had the show today. Like, God damn, some of the things that she was saying. You know? And yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. But I personally think that the job specs should have been discussed properly. You handle these topics because you do the research and everything. Jess, you do the same thing that Charlamagne does or whatever, and everybody is happy. You get what I'm saying? I personally don't think that communication was decimated properly, if you ask me. You get what I'm saying? But I know that DJ Academics is going to have a ball tonight. By the time he drinks his Henny, he will go. You get what I'm saying? I know that Corey Holcomb, he's going to come back. Because you've shown your weakness, baby girl. You've shown your weakness. But let me know your thoughts, man. Let me know your thoughts. Put in the comment section, right? If she's justified to crash out the way she did, put it in the comment section. If you felt that that this should have been handled in-house, put it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Toby, and this is Fresh Off the Boat Show. Salute.